everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill Vault eyeshadow palettes, and I'm very excited to be doing this video because I did go into the store and pick these up. They were sold out online everywhere. I didn't even bother the day of to even buy them. I just went ahead and went to the store and picked them up, and I'm so glad that they had some there. If you guys live in the area, I would highly recommend you guys go and check them out for yourselves if you want to swatch them or anything like that, or if you decide to end up picking them up at the end of this video. But I'm very excited to be here sharing with you guys the pigmentation, the quality, everything about these eyeshadow palettes, because they were a huge controversy when they launched. I know they pulled back the very first batch, so they came out with a whole new batch, and that's when I went ahead and purchased them. I was so excited when she announced that she was coming out with another collab with Morphe, because I'm truly obsessed with her original palette, which if you guys have never seen it, this is how it looks. I feel like I still haven't even picked at every single color, or I still haven't used them on my channel before, but these bad boys, I'm creating a whole series on them because I know they've been very highly requested for me to review them, and I definitely want to try every single eyeshadow palette on my eyes. So I'll definitely have a series on my channel using each individual palette if you guys are interested in seeing that. So go ahead and click on the subscribe button so you guys can stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Also give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you guys would like to see swatches and a review on the Armed and Gorgeous palette for this video, then just keep on watching. So more than anything, I really hope the lighting is still really good. I feel so weird, like I can't stop looking at myself. I feel like I look like a ghost or something. But let's get started with the video. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we will be using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes, and I'm only going to be using one on my eyes today, but I will be swatching and reviewing them. I really wanted to swatch all of them on my eyeballs, but I realized it's going to take a lot longer than I would have wanted to, but I really wanted to create an entire makeup look. But I will be having a series on each little palette here on my channel. Then by series, I will go ahead and also insert the links into the videos in case you guys find me through another one, or this is the first one you guys see and you want to continue seeing more, the Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes. There was just a huge controversy on the palettes, but I did get the new and improved ones that they have in store. I was getting a lot of questions if I ordered it online or if I went to the store. I don't live too far from the store, so I just went ahead and I picked up the palettes. I know they're sold out online, but they should be coming back, I believe, the 28th, which she is launching her brushes also. Now brushes aren't really that important for me to get because I could just work with what I got, but I did invest in these because I love eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow palettes, and this was just something I was very excited to get because I do have the original eyeshadow palette as well. So I just wanted to go ahead and quickly mention it, since this was kind of like the shadows that just didn't make the cut to this palette. As she likes to say, these eyeshadows had babies, and this is what came out of it. So I think that is pretty awesome. As for the packaging itself, it is gorgeous. I will be doing close-ups of the packaging because I remember when I was watching, I believe I watched 2 videos from the original formula. I couldn't really notice what people were talking about until now that I see it in person. I see the colors are different to each little palette. I haven't watched any reviews on the new and improved formula, so I'm very excited. But in this video, of course, I will just be using one palette on my eye, and then I will be swatching the rest so you guys can see the formula and things like that. I did ask you guys over on my Instagram if you guys had any questions that you wanted me to answer in this video. I will be looking through them as I'm going through these. So there is 4 palettes, right? So there is Dark Magic, Ring the Alarm, Bling Boss, and Armed and Gorgeous. And for today's makeup look, I will be using, for the very first time, the first impressions, I will be using Armed and Gorgeous. It does have these little specks all over it, which I think is beautiful, and it does have like little stars in like a mustard olive color, and I think it's beautiful. The packaging is very easy to clean off, so that's something I like, and it's very small and travel friendly. I wish it came with a mirror. I forgot, it actually does come with a mirror, so they are very travel friendly. And as you guys know, I do travel to my boyfriend's house back and forth, but that will be changing soon because we have a baby on the way. But let's just stick to the Jaclyn Hill Vault review today. Alright, so the reason I decided to go with the Armed and Gorgeous palette is because literally this is me in a palette. I love all the beautiful shades it comes with. It does come with a little plastic, by the way, but these just scream fall to me. And I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for fall. I'm ready for the boots. I am ready for the pumpkin spice, all those things. So I think this palette is going to be perfect during the fall. Now, another reason why I truly love this palette is because I feel like if you don't want to buy all of them, you can go ahead and purchase one of them for $15. All 4 of them were $49, so it's still a really great deal. If you are into makeup like that, I would highly recommend it. But if let's say you only like a few shadows, and if there is any palette in this collection that I feel like people will love, it's probably this one, because you do get like your nice crease shades. You get a little bit of bold shades that you, if you want to be a little bit more daring, but you get your golds, so you can still use like the browns and the light shimmery shades if you're not into wearing bold colors. So I decided to go with this palette for that same reason, because I even see people who don't wear that much makeup on their eyes using this eyeshadow palette. It will be perfect for that. So we're just gonna go ahead and start dipping into the palette. I'm very excited and very nervous because I just know there was a huge controversy with these palettes, that the first batch wasn't that great, and I did see her swatch a few on her Snapchat of the new and improved formula. You can definitely see the difference, but let's see how everything applies with the brush, because I feel like that's when you truly get to see the color payoff and the pigmentation of the shadows and things like that. I'm going to be using my Morphe M573 brush, and I don't know what shade I'm going to pick up. I don't know where I'm going with this look, but I wanted to create something fall. So should I do Axis? Do I want yellow? Do I want more of an orange with brown? Let's go in with Axis. It's kind of like this yellow color. Let me dip my finger. Very nice, like a mustard color. Dip it into my brush right there. Very nice, not too much fallout on the palette. And I'm going to focus this on my crease. This is a very yellowy color. I think I should have gone with something different, but I think it'll still look really nicely blended when I apply the orange shades. By the way, I only have concealer on my eyes. I don't have any primer on because I usually just use concealer to prime my eyes. But this shadow is very light. I do like the way it's blending out, but you can definitely build up this color if you want a more intense yellow, or maybe use a base that's a little bit lighter. But I think this is a little too yellow for what I'm going for. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Agent, which is a little bit more like not a burnt orange, but it's in the orange shade family, with the same brush. Oh yeah, that's where it's at. That's what I was looking for. And I'm going to keep using this little mirror here because it just makes it so much easier for me to really focus the shades. But you see, Axis and Agent together, it's like, it looks beautiful. And you can build up this color. I like that I can build up this color and it just keeps looking nicer and nicer. I still think this is a great transition to the fall though, because of the yellow. I do think they're very, very blendable, very buttery on the eyes. I'm not having trouble blending these colors at all. I freaking love this palette. Oh my gosh. I'm not even picking up that much color and it just keeps blending out so smoothly. I cannot stop with that color. It's so beautiful. I love it. Everything just looks so good and nicely blended. I am impressed with that shade. I might go in with Smooth Criminal, which is this chocolate brown. It almost looks maroon on camera, but it's a very chocolatey brown color. Look at that. I love that. It's so smooth. And even blending it into my finger feels like butter. I'm gonna start going through some questions over on my Instagram because I'll probably forget. Oh no! I just literally read, how does the baby like it? I literally just read one to use the Dark Magic palette, and now I'm like, damn, because everybody's using the warm palettes. Okay, so don't worry. I'll go ahead and film the Dark Magic palette maybe tomorrow, so I could post it even sooner now, because I just have to do the warms. I love warm shades. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go back to the first question asked, is which is your favorite palette so far? Is the quality and the feel of the shadows like the original Jaclyn Hill palette? Love you. And this was asked by Rosa. Since I've only used this one, I'm gonna say this one because I love warm shades so much, but I definitely love the Dark Magic palette. I'm trying to look for it. I love the Dark Magic palette because it's something different, and I've just never seen a palette like this before. I just think this palette is so different and unique to your typical warm shades. I feel like this one's a little bit more on the cool side, so I think that's why I was a little scared, but it definitely attracted me because even the name of the palette itself, Dark Magic. So as of right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with Armed and Gorgeous being my favorites because it's the only one I've tried so far. And then for the next question that she asked, is the quality and the feel of the shadows like the original Jaclyn Hill palette? I love you, by the way. I definitely think the shadow quality is better than the original Jaclyn Hill palette. I remember when I first got the Jaclyn Hill palette, I was like, this one is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna take Soft Criminal and talk at the same time, but I'm gonna take a little bit. Oh my gosh, this shadow's like bam pigmented, and this is a Still Aussie brush, and I do feel like I loved it, but now that I'm using these, maybe because it's a new formula, I'm liking it so much better. It's a lot smoother, but I do use my Jaclyn Hill palette a lot, and everywhere I go I always take it with me. Okay, I'm gonna focus this on this shade, in this little corner. Look at that. I could just push that in and it's so pigmented, but it blends so easily. Being very gentle with the blending because I don't want to take it too high. I'm telling you, the mirrors really do come through. I don't even need to do much, and it just like blends on its own. And I'm just speaking for these since I haven't tried the other ones yet. I wish I can film all 4 palettes right now, but I'm tired, pregnant, and I still have to go grocery shopping. And it's like 8 p.m. I'm going back with the Morphe M573 just to blend this out. I'm going to take Classified first, which is a little bit of a dark gold. Kind of nervous to go in with this color, but let's see how it goes. That is beautiful. Now I feel like I'm doing a bronzy eye. I don't think I'm using like a good brush for this eyeshadow. So this eyeshadow, I do find that maybe with my finger it'll apply better, like more of a foiled look, but with the brush it still works very nicely, and I like it to be a little bit more precise right here in this area since I didn't really feel like cutting through my crease. Let me take it on my other eye with just my finger and see how that looks. Oh my gosh, it applies so much better with my finger, but I do like the precision the brush gives me, so I'm gonna go back in with that. I don't think it looks like a foiled eyeshadow. Maybe if I wet it, it'll look a little bit better and maybe more pigmented, but I don't find that shadow specifically to be super like glidey and buttery. No, this eyeshadow is beautiful. I had very little to no fallout, but it's very easy to clean off anyway. I'm going to answer another question. How much was for all 4 eyeshadows? All 4 eyeshadows together, the Vault collection, is $49. I don't know why I thought it was going to be $45, but it was $49 in store. I did use Kim's discount code in the store, so you do get, I believe, 10% off. I'm going to go ahead and pop some mascara and my falsies on, and we'll be right back. Alright, so the lashes are on, and I'm feeling like a fierce woman. Alright, I'm going to take, I really want to take this olive green on the bottom of my lashes just to do something a little bit different than my typical eyeshadow, and I will be taking this on my BH Cosmetics. It's like a flat brush, dipping it in there, and smoking it on my lower lash line. I just want to use as many shadows in the palette as I can. I look creepy. I did switch eyeshadow brushes, and I'm just going to brush through the bottom to kind of blend everything out, but I will also be taking the shade Axis to blend it out since it's a little bit more of a yellowy shade. And I'm going to be taking this random e.l.f. brush that I have, and I'm going to dip into VIP, which is very like a snowflake white color, and I'm going to apply this to my brow bone. I'm going to be very careful with this. It looks very white. Oh yeah, it is. Very pigmented, so I'm going to mix it in with Guilt Trip. Okay, you guys hear my dog? To make the inner corner pop, I'm going to take some of Guilt Trip on a Morphe brush that I realized they never sold online. I think they only sold it in stores, to make the inner corner pop. We're almost done. Wow, Guilt Trip is such a beautiful color. It's like a nice champagne eyeshadow. I'm going to try something out. I'm going to take some of the Guilt Trip on my brush, just a little bit. I just want to try this out really quick, and I'll apply this here to see how that looks. I'm living for that. Alright, so I guess I found its little use for it. I can also apply it as a little bit of highlight. I'm going to use the Morphe lip liner in the shade Sweetheart. And then I'll be taking the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. I feel like I just kind of like the lip liner look. I'm gonna go in first with Armed and Gorgeous, which is the one we will be sharing, or this is the one we will be using today. As soon as you open up the palette, this is how it looks. I am going to be swatching these on my hand. Let me try and lower the brightness on this. I went ahead and brought the brightness down so you guys can see the true colors. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start swatching these on my hand. I will be starting off with VIP, which I'm just going to do one swatch. Then I'm going to take Axis. I'm actually going to dip into this one a little bit more. Very nice yellowy color. And then I'll be taking Girl Trip. That is beautiful. Then I'm going to take Coin. This one's a little bit more golden, this one's more yellowy. Now I will be taking Agent. Now I will be taking Top Secret. Alright, that is one swatch of Top Secret. And I will be going in with it twice, just because I know these matte shades are a little bit harder to formulate. And see. Now I will be taking Smooth Criminal. Nice chocolatey brown. That one doesn't even need 2 layers. That one looks so nice on its own. And then I'll be going in with Secure. Now I'll be going in with Prowl. Kind of blend it out so you guys can see. And the last color in this palette I will be going in with Classified. It's not as buttery as the other eyeshadows, but it's still gorgeous. Look at that. Has like a brown undertone with gold specks in it. I want you guys to be able to see Classified. It's so beautiful. It almost looks foiled. And then all the eyeshadows up close. We will be taking the next palette that's still in the Warm Tones family. And this is how it looks. And this is Ring the Alarm. The little thing came off. This one I do feel like has more rosy shades, a little bit of oranges and burgundies, maroons. So if you guys are kind of in this family, I know you would love this palette. We're gonna go ahead and start with Lolly. Like a beautiful rose gold shade. The next shade I'll be going with is Rush. It's a little bit on the lighter side. It does feel nice and buttery though. So we'll see how pigmented that one is. Wow, that one's actually very pigmented for it being like a matte. The next eyeshadow I will be taking is On Camera. It's a very nice golden mustard eyeshadow. Now I will be taking the shadow Boom. It's more of a rustic color. Now I will be taking Alert. It's a nice burnt orange, almost matches my nail polish. Pretty funny name. It's Bomb Ass. I feel like that one looks a little bit more rosy red. I don't know how I would use that color. I'll now be going in with Siren. Now I'll be taking Mugshot. That's a very unique brown. I really love the formula on these eyeshadows so far. I have no complaint. And then I'll be taking Framed. Like a burgundy maroon color. It's almost like a blackberry. And the last shadow I'll be taking in the palette is Secret, which is like a dark brown. That's a very nice brown. I'm gonna go through them one more time in case you guys wanted to know the names of each. This one is Lolly, Rush, On Camera, Boom, Alert, Bomb Ass, Siren, Mugshot, Framed, and Secret. The next palette I will be going in with is Dark Magic, which I was very excited to use this one. You guys can see the packaging a little bit better there. I don't know if you guys can see those little specks because the closer I get, the lighting kind of like reflects off of it. But it does have like really dark navy specks and I love it. It's a little bit more cool tone eyeshadows. If I had to name this palette, it would be like Slytherin or something because of all the green shades and just, it's like a dark palette, you know. Very excited to use this one next. But we're gonna go ahead and use Poof. That's just like a regular white shadow. I feel like there's not much, it's not too exciting, almost like a bone color. Very transparent, you can't even see it. The next color is Power Cut. And I use the other ones. This one's nice and buttery. I can see myself using this more like during Christmas. It's like a silver eyeshadow. The next shadow I will be taking is Shh. Oh my goodness, this one's nice. Very gray almost. I feel like this one I will need to layer a little bit more. It is a very unique color. It's more like a taupey color. I'll now go in with Trickery. Nice emerald green, and it is a shimmery color. It's beautiful. Now I will take Diversion. Next shade I will be taking is Potion. It's one of my favorite greens in the palette. But I did hear a lot of controversies on it, so I'm going to double layer that one. And voila, beautiful. I'll now go in with Busted, navy blue color. Very nice. And then I'll be going in with Inside Job. More of a dark green. It's very nice. Then I'll be going in with Mojo with my pinky color, with my pinky. And the last eyeshadow I'll be going in with is Temptress. It almost has like a shimmer on it, but you can't really see it. That's a beautiful black. Wow, I love it. I didn't have a difficulty with any of these. I did go with this one twice because I know there was a huge controversy on it. Or I'm not sure if it was this one, but this one I know people were like iffy about it, and it was one of my favorite shades in the palette, but it worked very nicely. So once again, we're gonna go in order. It is Poof, Power Cut, Shh, Trickery, Diversion, Potion, Busted, Inside Job, Mojo, and Temptress. And the last palette is Bling Boss, which is more purpley shades, and this is gonna be a lot of fun to play with actually, because these are colors that I typically don't use, but I think they're beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and start swatching. So this one is Bling Bling, nice rosy pink, very soft actually. Next I'll be going in with Hush Hush, like a matte dusty mauve, very soft as well. I'll now go in with Gem, which is a very nice purple. Now I'll go in with Pizzazz. I thought I said pizza. Kind of reminds me of the rustic color from the other palette, but this one's a little bit more maroon. Now I'll go in with Sparks. That one is a little bit too soft for me, probably the softest shade I've swatched. It does feel a little bit more dry, so I'm going to take a little bit more. Right, so it's buildable, no problem. I'm pretty sure that's the color payoff of the color, and so you guys can kind of compare. Now I'll go in with Glitz and Glam. This one's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to use that. Definitely a very glitz and glam color. I think it's beautiful, or it'll look so beautiful on brides. This shade right here, because it's like a champagne, almost rosy with a very dusty brown almost undertone. So beautiful and unique. Now I'll take Rockstar, which is a plummy purple. Little bit more on the dry side as well, so I will take another layer on top. That is so much better. Now I'm going to take Ballsy. I didn't think I was really gonna like this color, but it has like a gold undertone with a purple, and I've never seen anything like it. And the very last shade we will be going in with is Berry Treasure. This eyeshadow is definitely a lot of fun. It's like a black with purple sparkles underneath. Look at that. That's a beautiful black with purple underneath. I picture this for like Halloween. Alright guys, so I did miss this one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rewind real quick. There we go. Very nice. Alright, so we're gonna go in order. This is Bling Bling, Hush Hush, Gem, Pizzazz. This one's Mystic, and this one is Sparks, Glitz and Glam, which is one of my favorites, Rockstar, Ballsy, another beautiful unique shade, and this one is Berry Treasure. Which alright guys, so that'll be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, as always, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it definitely helps out a lot. If there's any other questions you guys would like me to address in part 2 to this video, please leave me your comments down below. I will be using the Dark Magic palette in my next video, because this one's a little bit more on the cool tone side, and I did go in with warm tones today because I was just super excited. Fall's around the corner, and I'm a warm tones type of girl. But the Dark Magic palette, like, I don't know why I just think of Harry Potter every time I say Dark Magic, or like Star Wars. But I will be using this palette next. If there's any questions you guys have and would like me to cover in that video, it'll be similar to this one, but it'll just be the eyes. And this one I did include the swatches and stuff because I wanted to swatch every single eyeshadow so you guys can go ahead and see it. But I know when you apply it on your eyes it's completely different, so that's what I'm excited for to use in these next couple of series videos. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the little notification bell, because I know YouTube isn't letting people know every time I upload now. I know it's getting really hard for smaller channels to get views and stuff like that, and I'm a very small channel, but I'm truly grateful for every single one of you guys. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click on the little bell so you guys can stay notified for whenever I upload the Dark Magic palette. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!